writer is all about working solo for years on end, with little forays into the public world. And so I would suggest that you have to like working on a task by yourself in a room with no distractions. And also I would suggest that cultivate a love for the bohemian life.
To be a writer, you have to be a reader. Read everything. Read all the time. Read the back of the cereal box. Figure out what works. Figure out what you like. Then practice. Write letters. Write journals. Write all the time. Learn how to communicate. And thirdly, when you finally get ready to write that book, make sure it's the book you'd want to read.
I like the fact I'm my own boss. If I feel like writing 10 hours straight, I just do it. And if I'm feeling stupid and completely uninspired, I'll go for a long walk, or maybe I'll play my saxophone loudly and badly. I work out of my own interests, and as a fiction writer, I'm always mucking around in my own psyche and obsessions, trying to find a form or some kind of a story to contain them. What I don't have to do is write about what I did on my summer holiday. Most writers go through a lot of rejections from publishers before they get published. Even after you're published, the critics are free to take pot shots at you in public. This is humiliating if you have a thin skin. And finally, don't quit your day job. Writing novels for 99% of us doesn't pay the rent.
My favorite thing about being a writer is creating something out of nothing except an idea. You sit there, you've got nothing, you work on it, and pretty soon you're going to come up with something, even if it's as small as a paragraph, that when you've got it right, you know you've got it right, and there's a lot of joy in that. I also love the independence of the work. Nobody's your boss. Nobody tells you what to do. You do what you want to do. You do what pleases you, and that's all you have to do. I like owning the work. I really like owning the work. When a painter sells his or her painting, a sculptor sells a sculpture, it goes off to somebody else, and somebody else owns it. When I sell a book, it's still really mine. I have to say I don't like being quite so dependent on luck and on other people's taste and judgment. If other people don't like what you've done, doesn't matter how good it is, it isn't going to sell. If you can't find an editor or an agent, doesn't matter how good it is, you're never going to succeed. Writing can also be a very lonely job. When you're really in the middle of it, when you're really doing it, you're not talking to other people, you're not getting their feedback, you're not having committee meetings, you're not interacting. You're just working by yourself. It can also be a frustrating job. If you don't have ideas, if the ideas you have are bad ones, if things aren't working, there isn't a lot you can do about it.
You're free.